We're going to bring up our quarter mile spotlight, who's a friend of all of ours, who's been on the podcast with you, and he's does all the visual effects for our podcast, the videography. So let's welcome Alan Ingalls. He's going to come up and he's going to borrow your stat. So Alan is our quarter mile spotlight, which is we always pick someone who's doing something cool, creative, running. So we're going to have Alan kind of share a little bit about who he is and what he does, specifically what you do. Because if you guys want to know more about who Alan is, check out our third episode on Tokyo Drift. He was our first guest, and then just like Tokyo Drift, they adopted Han after Tokyo Drift, we adopted Alan after episode 3.
This is perfect, and he came back.
He came back for
in
number 9.
That's perfect timing.
Fantastic. Tell us more about your company and then how ways we can connect with you. So,
I'm a filmmaker and photographer. I work for a company called Rough Country. They make they're like a off-roading and outdoor lifestyle brand, and I get to shoot video and photos of lifted trucks, rock crawling and overland rigs and stuff like that on a daily basis. So that's a pretty dope day job, but that wasn't enough for me in my life, so I decided to start my own video production company called The Attention Company. And through it, I do commercial work and things like that, but the main thing I do are music videos. I do occasionally do a short film. I've got 2 short films that I filmed in August, and one of them's edited and premiering at a film festival next weekend, actually, at the Hub City Film Festival, and the other is still being edited. I'm editing it now, and it was a 6-day shoot, so it's going to take a minute. And then I do stuff like this, filming the podcast for you guys. I also film and do video production on several other podcasts. And
ours is his favorite.
For sure. And in all of them, I kind of encompass, I like to, like you're kind of doing to me right now, I like to shine a spotlight on other artists. So my dad was a musician. I wanted to be, I wanted to do things on stage and be a drummer and stuff like that. But I quickly learned that I'm better behind the camera, behind the scenes. And I developed this skill set and doing video and doing photography and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm never going to be a front man, or hold a guitar on stage or do something like that or act in movies, then I have this knack for, using a camera. I'm going to use that then to, shine a spotlight on artists, on the thing that I would have liked to do. But now I have the capability to provide those artists with better marketing, better photos, better video than they may have the capability of getting on their own. So short films, I work with writers and directors. I just do the camera stuff. I don't write the films. I don't direct the films. I just do the technical stuff and allow them to write the stories. And a lot of writers, directors, the several that I've worked with don't know how to operate a camera. So their stories would never be told if it wasn't for someone like me that wasn't trying to be the next Steven Spielberg. I'm okay being Steven Spielberg's camera guy, and help get his vision to the audience. And then there's the actors. They don't, if they don't have projects to act in, they don't have the opportunity to do some short films and some smaller projects to get seen and get to the the bigger world of Hollywood. Musicians, love working with musicians and doing live shows, photography, video, and then music videos to help promote the musicians and also the music, both in the same.
Yeah.
And then podcasts like this. The first couple videos you guys did, it was like, I'm interested in Fast and Furious, and I know you, and had just recently met you before you started doing the show, and the conversation was so great that I was like, I can help with the other part of that they're not experienced with. And when we got together and I was a guest, and I was like, let me bring my gear out and do it. And you're like, okay, cool. And we did. And then you were like, okay, can you do that every time now? And I said, yeah, because that's anything that I can add or do to help elevate the conversation that you guys are having to make it look better, sound better, and reach a bigger audience is it's kind of what the Attention Company is all about.
Yeah.
It's getting viewers and consumers' attention on artists that might not otherwise have the capability of creating quality media.
Yeah, I love that. And if you all need proof of that, go back and look at our first and second episode on YouTube, and then see the video quality there, and then go watch from 3 and beyond, and you'll be like, oh, he's such a nice guy, and they really needed him, and he was so helpful. So, and if you're interested in reaching out and trying to work with Alan or get his help on your projects, or if you want to see more of what he does in this episode and every single other episode since we did 3. We have all of his social media for the Attention Company and his personal social media. So that's someone you can reach out to. Thank you, Alan, for being here. So let's give him up a hand.